Has mainstream media been instructed not to use the word martial law? I think so. That's how it's done. Because if mainstream media doesn't use the word, nobody's going to believe it. That's how it works. And it is martial law. I'll show you some stories here. China's Wuhan effectively under martial law, says envoy. And this comes from the TASS news agency, Russian news agency. And they're calling it exactly what it is. You can name it any fancy name you want to name it. It's still martial law. Beijing, February 4th. The situation in the Chinese city of Wuhan, the center of the novel coronavirus introduced pneumonia, remains tense and the city is effectively under martial law, says Russian ambassador to Beijing, Andrew Denisov. There's effectively martial law there. The situation in Wuhan is tense. Okay, we're talking at least a 500 million people are under martial law right now. And there's even one report that says 786 million, which is close to a billion, under martial law. And since the Chinese government's been lying from day one about everything, I'm sure it's going to probably end up being a billion under martial law, easily. That's what's taking place. Okay, that's China. Now let's go to Italy. Coronavirus Italy. 50,000 under martial law as police lock down towns. No one in or out. Armed police are preventing 50,000 Italians entering or leaving towns gripped by the coronavirus. If the crisis gets worse, the military have been authorized to move in. This is what this whole pandemic is about. It's about taking away people's rights and freedoms. But do you think mainstream media is going to mention that? No. You know why? Because mainstream media is corrupt as it can be, and it's the mouthpiece of the powers that be. That's why. They've been instructed not to use the words. Okay, last, it's going to start spreading to other countries too, folks, if this gets worse. This is going to be global martial law. Here's here's a little video of George Bush talking about bird flu, and if it happens, do we not quarantine parts of America and bring in the military? That's martial law, folks. You can spin it any way you want. It's still martial law. That means the whole West Coast could be put under martial law. And I forgot to do something here. Let me do it real quick. The audio for you. Hope it's not too loud. Let's see how this goes. Iran is, they haven't used the word martial law for Iran, but I'm sure that's what's already happening there, and it's already happening in South Korea.
lethal strain that's killed roughly 6 people in Asia. With no confirmed cure, no fully developed vaccine, has the president openly discussing worst-case scenarios.
Okay, I've got to pause it there for just a second. This is from CNN when George Bush was president. I actually captured this video from CNN back when he was president, and I knew back then how important this video was going to be. And now, here it is.
What if the avian flu spread to the United States?
If we had an outbreak somewhere in the United States, do we not then quarantine that part of the country? And how do you then enforce a quarantine? One option is the use of a military that's able to plan and move. So that's why I put it on the table.
Okay, now you know why on my last broadcast I said, put down your video games, put down your sports, put down your porn, put down whatever it is, because this world's in a state of emergency, and this is about people losing their freedoms and rights. That's why this whole thing is happening. It's declaring martial law and hiding under the guise of a humanitarian effort. That's what is taking place. And quarantines don't work. I've got lots of documentation on my website that will show you quarantines do not work, despite what your TV set is telling you. Your TV set is corporate. The 1% who have an agenda, arms sales, all kinds of sales, business. It's not a free press. It's the mouthpiece of the powers that be. That's why you haven't heard the word martial law come out of their mouths. And anybody with a lick of sense can know that this is martial law. It doesn't take a lot of brain power to figure this out. So thank y'all for watching. Spread the word, and we will talk to you soon.